The Bootstrap framework has many built-in text formatting options. In this lesson, we'll go over a number of formatting options and show you how they differ from default HTML styling. We'll start with the heading tags. In the HTML code, on the left-hand side of the screen, we can see we have H1, H2, right to H6. In our web browser on the right-hand side, this is what the Bootstrap formatting looks like for heading tags. We can see H1 right down to H6. Bootstrap allows for secondary text, which is smaller text with less emphasis than the heading. And in order to use the secondary text, we simply have to add the small tags around whichever text you want to make secondary. And so you can see we've done that for a number of items here. Right from heading H1 to H6, we've added small tags around the text, secondary text. And that is what it looks like here. We can highlight text using the mark tags. So we've placed the mark tags around the word highlight in this paragraph. And this is what it looks like, highlighted. We can also create a dotted underline with a tooltip, as you see here, using the ABBR tags. So we've placed these tags around the word underline. So you can see that we do have the dotted underline. The tooltip that appears, we've put the word explanation in there, just for demonstration purposes. And you can do that by adding title equals, and in our case it's explanation, but you can put in any text you want in there. Next, we have block quotes. Block quotes allow us to place emphasis on quotes using the block quote tag. And that's this tag here. The open block quote tag has an a closing block quote tag. This is what a block quote looks like. You can see the format of the block quote. We can add a footer to a block quote using the footer tag. And in order to do this, you need to nest the open and close footer tag inside the block quote. And that's what the footer looks like here. Block quotes can be reversed by attaching a block quote reverse class to a standard block quote tag. And this is what the reverse block quote format looks like here. We can use the code tags to highlight text in our HTML page. So here is, we have a paragraph of text here. And you can see that we've applied the open and close code tag around a few words. And this is what it does. You can see we've placed a code tag around div, section, and span. Code tags are typically used when highlighting blocks of code. The KBD tags allow us to emphasize keyboard shortcuts. And in this example, we've placed an emphasis on the Control-V command. So you can see the KBD tags here. We've placed them around Control+V, the text. And this is what it appears like in our web browser. The pre-element allows us to display text exactly as it appears in the HTML document. Typically, white space is ignored when viewing an HTML page in a web browser. So you can see here we have white space here. We also have line breaks. So the text jumps to new lines in the HTML code. Now, typically our web browser would ignore this, the white space, but using the pre-element, it preserves all white space, including line breaks. So it shows up exactly how it would appear, or does appear, in our case, in the HTML code. Contextual classes allow us to add color to our text. So here you can see that we have a variety, different lines of text, and we've applied different classes to this text. So you can see we have muted text, important text, success text, and so on and so forth. You can also see the corresponding classes on the left here. And similarly, we also have contextual background classes. And this will highlight the text in different colors depending on which class is used. So it's very similar to contextual classes, but this time you can see that the entire area is highlighted. So the class name for the first item is BG primary, and that highlights the text in blue. BG success highlights it in green, and so on.